Hi everyone, this is Keri Blake. You're in for another Listen at Lunch episode. I believe we're on episode 38. And today is another Scrappy strips technique. I believe this is our fifth or sixth different technique we're gonna try with scrap pieces of designer series paper. So your ingredients for today's episode are 6 strips of 3/4 inch wide by 3 to 3.5 inches long. So you're gonna need 3 longer strips and 3 shorter strips. Needless to say, I've chosen one of my favorite designer series papers right now. It's the Plaid Tidings from our August to December mini catalog. And these are gorgeous. I couldn't decide. I have 8 here, or 7 here, so I need to pull one out from the mix. And I'm not sure which one I want to pull out. Let's just do that. I'm going to pull this one out. So the other items that you'll need are multi-purpose liquid glue. You'll need some Stampin Seal. And then of course you'll need your card base. And if you want to do it directly on your card base, you can definitely go ahead and do that. I did mine on a hot dog fold because that's the way I'm going to do it. But you could do also, you could do a hamburger fold or so it would be opening up this way. You could do it widthwise versus lengthwise. All right, let's get started. So I have 3, so I already have 3 that are a little bit longer than the 3 that are short. So what I want to do is it's basically just a weave, and we're going to take I've already stamped my image because I am not at home right now. I am remote. So I've already stamped my image so that when I flew out of state, I could keep my supplies to a minimum and not weigh down my suitcase that I checked as well. So I did stamp my greeting, and basically I'm going to have these staggered on the front, and then I'm going to be adding these over the top. Let's see how they're gonna go. So I'm just doing a weave, so you're gonna see a little bit of each of them. I'm going to tuck them underneath, but they are going to be fairly close to each other. And I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to put them all together, because there are a lot of pieces and they're going to be moving. Okay, I like that. So we're just going to go with it. So this top piece is what I laid over the top of everything. I'm going to remove this. And if I like the placement of these 3 lengthwise ones, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck them close together. I'm going to leave these here, these 2 sideways strips, and I'm going to come with my multi-purpose liquid glue. And I'm going to put just a little bit of glue at the top of each of these. So probably what will take you the longest is deciding how you want your paper to show. And once you do one, then of course you're gonna feel better about how it all flows, and you'll be able to do more. But I think the longest portion of making this Scrappy Strips card is just placing your pieces on here. So I'm just tacking down the very top. I'm using my silicone mat. Okay, and this one. And we'll come back and we'll do more as we go along. Okay, doesn't want to cooperate here. A little bit of glue. This can be very messy, so you'll want an adhesive remover if you get too much around. Okay, now I have these pieces underneath, placed how I want them. This one's gonna go under and over. And now that I have these 5 of these pieces how I would like them. I'm going to come back and lift up, oh, let's do this. I'm gonna tack this one down. There's a technique here. I'm gonna tack this end down on this lateral piece, vertical, horizontal. Gosh, I still can't tell you. Horizon, horizontal. No, yeah. Okay, got that one down, and it's pretty much straight across. And it's okay that you get a little bit of excess. I'm getting it everywhere. So let's put a little bit of this on here. Come on. This one's gonna go over, under, over, like so. Okay, and now that I have these two pretty much tacked down, now I'm going to turn this over, and this is going to be hard for you to see, but underneath, these are all placed, so I'm going to put my multi-purpose liquid glue right here and tack this all down. Okay, and because it's multi-purpose liquid glue, we have a little wiggle room. So turn it back over and decide, are these placed how I want them to be? Yes. Okay. So I've pretty much got these all tacked down. There's this piece right here. Nope, that's tacked down too. So we're all set. So now we're just gonna take this final piece, which is so pretty. Ooh, that side's really pretty too. Doggone it. No, I'm gonna go with, see? That's what takes the longest. Okay, now I'm gonna turn this over. And I'm just gonna put this over the top of it all and space it in between or next to, just like I did with the rest of them. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Now you have your weave all put together with these pretty designer series papers, and then you've got your greeting down here that goes perfectly. Now you can stamp your greeting after, you can stamp it before, it doesn't really matter. Now what I've decided to do is I've chosen 2 matte pieces. So I've got Mango Melody. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this back over, and still on my silicone craft mat, I'm going to place my adhesive on the back. And center this. And I'm going to do it again because I like lots of color, because I want to bring out the color that's in the beautiful Plaid Tidings designer series paper too. Yikes. Still learning that technique with the Stampin' Seal. That's okay, I love it. I feel way more confident with this Stampin' Seal than I did with the snail that we used to sell. Okay, so now we have these down, and that just pops your pieces right out. And then we'll go ahead and put this right on our card. And one thing I want to show you is the excess glue that you have that's showing, we're going to get rid of that, but you want to make sure that you're getting rid of it by rubbing away from your designer series paper. Don't rub into your designer series paper, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when I fix my boo-boos on this card. Okay, so now, all right, now we've got our card. And I just want to remove some of these, a little bit of this glue. Now see how I have some excess glue? You might not be able to see it. I have some excess glue up here, and I also have some right here. You do not want to rub it into your designer series paper because this is delicate paper. It's gonna crunch up, it's gonna rip. So what you wanna do is you wanna start on your designer series paper and pull away. And you just rub that off. Because if you rub up against it, you will tear it. And then you'll be very sad. You have to put something over it or get frustrated. We don't like that. There we go. So I've just removed my excess with this rubber eraser. You could probably use a regular eraser as long as it's a clean one. Right now Stampin' Up! Does not sell these anymore, but this is a great tool to have. But we do sell this fabulous designer series paper and the coordinating cardstock, and of course tons of sentiments for you to enjoy for any occasion. So there we have my card, Plaid Tidings. And this on my silicone mat, if I just take my finger and rub the excess glue that I have on my silicone mat, it just gums up into a little ball and you can throw it away and it's all clean. Love this silicone craft mat. All right, so what do you think? I hope you like it. Got a little bit on top there. There we go. So yes, I have made other samples. Here's one using the Feels Like Frost silver side of the paper. I'm not sure that I really like this one, but I used soft sea foam and garden green for my greeting. And I added a couple little dimensions. When you get multi-purpose liquid glue on your silver side, it kind of removes the sheen. So I placed I wasn't really happy with this one, so I placed my little faceted gems right on top of where I saw that I didn't like it. So I'm not sure about that one, so I'm gonna set that one up. This one I really like. I chose the coral colors. And this is the Playing with Patterns designer series paper. And then I also made one using the Playing with Patterns designer series paper as well and coordinated it with the navy blues. Night of Navy and Crushed Curry Bumblebee. One of those two. I think it's Bumblebee. And then I used the coordinating embellishments as well. And then of course I had to go with Whale Done, Whale of a Time designer series paper. And I think this one turned out really cute, hoping all your birthday fishes come true. And I put some of the whale sequins on there as well. Isn't that adorable? And then my last card to show you is from the Boho Indigo set, which is gorgeous, monochromatic with Night of Navy. And these little like vellum flowers with the beads on them are just adorable. So there you have it. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please reach out to me to place an order because you're gonna get this designer series paper. You wanna get the Boho Indigo set. This is from that stamp set as well, the coordinating stamp set. All right, well, thanks for joining me today. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. Let me know if you have any questions. I am available to take your questions and we'll get right back to you. Thanks for joining. Stay well and be blessed.